fuck, Elo Bandit? You can't just not upload a video for a whole month.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. Alright, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Elo Bandit. Today I'm going to go over my favorite VGC 2017 gimmick because I haven't posted a video in a long time. I know, I'm sorry. More on that later. But for now, all I want to do is talk about VGC, and I want to talk about Eeveepass because I think that this is actually the most effective and most gimmicky gimmick that's currently in VGC, currently allowed in VGC. Basically, it's the most interesting gimmick for its effectiveness. Now this, if you've never seen this before, basically what it is an Eevee with EVMZ will use Z Last Resort, which is basically a +2 to all stats, and then it baton passes those stats off. Now the basic strategy is you pair this thing with a Follow Me user, and I found that the best partner is Clefairy. Eviolite, Friend Guard, with Follow Me, of course, seems to be the most reliable because Friend Guard also reduces any spread damage that Eevee takes, in addition to soaking up all the single target moves with Follow Me. So basically how this strat works is turn 1, if there's any fake outs, Eevee and Clefairy simply just both protect. After that, Eevee goes for the EVMZ boosted Last Resort, boosts up its stats, as Clefairy goes for the Follow Me, and then Eevee, of course, goes ahead and baton passes off into your choice of Pokemon. Now, personally, I've had great success with Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele is a very cool Pokemon because Psychic Surge comboed with Psychic, it's an extremely hard-hitting Pokemon. Like, there's not a whole lot to say about this thing. If you give it attack, speed, and defense boosts, like, this thing is going to rip through everything. So basically, terrain boosted Psychic, it's got Dazzling Gleam for a spread attack, it's got HP Fire to hit Steel types, and then Protect on there just because it's double, so you should run Protect. I personally like the Wiki Berry or any 1/4 HP proc berry, but you can use Psychium Z, you can use Life Orb, you can use Lumberry, you can use Citrus Berry, you can even use Choice Specs if you really wanted to. But honestly, I think that Wiki Berry is probably the way to go since you get so tanky with those boosts. EVs are relatively self-explanatory. It's maximum HP because that's the only stat not boosted by Eevee. And then you've got a whole bunch into special attack and enough speed that I think you outpace. Pretty much everything at +2 speed. I can run some checks on that later and put a little pop-up on the screen, tell you what it actually is meant to outspeed. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the 4th Pokemon that is used with this team, which is, of course, Smeargle. Smeargle is used because it is the only legal transform user other than actually, I don't know if Ditto's legal or not. Either way, Smeargle is the best option for a fourth slot, in my opinion, because in addition to having a very fancy Protect and a built-in Trick Room counter and a built-in Get This Thing Out counter, if something's boosted up its stats defensively and you can't break it, Smeargle's here can roar it out. But then the only reason you really care about it, of course, is Transform. It copies target's moves, stats, types, ability, whatever. So basically, you use this on Tapu Lele. So Eevee boosts, Clefairy takes hits and dies, Eevee passes into Tapu Lele, and then Smeargle comes out and transforms into Tapu Lele. So you have 2 ridiculously boosted up powerful Tapu Leles killing everything. Now some of you may be thinking, this isn't that fascinating or interesting or well thought out. Does this even count as a gimmick? And I think yes it does, because what really makes a gimmick is the fact that you have one specific objective that you're trying to pull off, one thing that's out of the ordinary, that is your goal that your opponent doesn't necessarily know about. And in this case, this is exactly what this is. It's if you pull off your one thing, which is to get your Eevee boosted up and passed into your Tapu Lele or whatever Pokemon you decide to pass to, if you pull that off, you will win 90% of the time. If you don't pull it off, you will lose 90% of the time. When you get that focused in on like relying on one thing happening, one event occurring, I think it definitely classifies itself as a gimmick.
Alright, now let's showcase some battles.
This is what we're